Hey, Brad. I've got your last specimen.
Tell me you did! The shield-toed skin! Wonderful! Oh, what you have done for science! You are invaluable. I am forever indebted. You've given me years of study, and when I finally publish, you, my friend, will find your name in the acknowledgements.
I always feel funny seeing the city from a distance.
That's because it looks like a big old beetle with its metal shell. Wait for a sandstorm, and you'll get to see the beetle fly. Who wants to stick around for a sandstorm? No? No takers?
Ah, home sweet home, as they would say. Though, I'm not sure who they... Oh, I do hope my clinic is still there.
No reason it wouldn't be, Scott.
But it's a wily one. My clinic, I swear, it once moved overnight.
You were just stinking drunk.
I'm getting a bad taste in my mouth. I can almost smell my people's blood and sweat from here.
I've been spending my whole life sneaking in and out of this city. Getting sick of it.
As long as Vic the Dick is around, he'll be hunting for Zach, and we'll have to keep a low profile. But if it bothers you so much, I can drop you off here.
I don't want new friends. I'd rather change our destination.
Ophir's quite ominous from a distance, like a big black tick hanging above the canyon, sucking the life out of its citizens. Sorry, was that too dark?
Zach?
Sorry, Emil.
Hi, Zach.
Hello, Amelia. Tell me more about you growing up.
What's there to say? I was a ward of the state in Abundance's centers. It was lonely and, the other kids were assholes, but I gotta tell you, those times my dad returned from his missions, and I got to see him, best times of my life.
Wait, what? I thought the reason you'd been placed in a center was that your dad disappeared.
Who the hell told you that? No, I was real young when they took me away. My parents were always off on missions, and someone had to take care of me, I don't even remember living with them. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it.
Sure, sorry. Yeah, of course. Besides your rovers, what else makes you happy here, Amelia?
Nature. Not the bugs or animals and stuff, but the landscapes, Sunsets, mountains scraping the sky, red water trickling down the hills in the spring, gray lichen floating in the morning breeze. Back in Ophir, I used to take the rover out before sunrise just to take it all in. Always managed to put things in perspective, How small we all are.
Amelia the poet philosopher. Who'd have thought it?
Why you gotta be a smartass?
Aha, I'm not. Just never saw that side of you. The passion. Makes me want to take a rover out before dawn tomorrow.
Well, let's go together. I've always wanted to share it with someone.
Are you seeing anyone at the moment?
What, you mean a boyfriend? No, not right now. You applying for the position?
I mean...
Look at your face! You can't even come up with something to say. Listen, you don't look half bad, soldier. Won't take too much for me to cuddle up with you at night. It's regarding what you found in Ophir, In Scott's lab, my father's mail. I've thought about it, and I figured that we should try to find the kid. Scott's son.
Don't you think Scott tried everything to find his son? Besides, he risks reliving something he may not want to experience again.
That boy is connected to my father's disappearance, right? That's what that woman said. And look, the mutants have an almost normal life here. Scott didn't know that the city existed before. We could set up something new. What do you think? If we find out what happened to his son, we could not just bring him back here, but also find out what my dad went to do for Scott. I'm almost convinced that he was trying to bring him back his son.
I have other urgent matters to take care of, but I'll keep in mind what you asked me. We'll take care of it later, okay?
Yeah, it's old for sure, and a few more days won't hurt anything. Don't forget, okay?
What do you think of Phobos?
I don't really know what to think of him. He must have had a horrible life. He's a mutant, and we all know how they are treated. And that liberation story, that mutant nation thing and all, freaks me out a little. He's very smart, however. I sometimes even have the feeling that he can guess what we're thinking.
What do you think of Nisha?
She's stuck up. She was pretending to be a princess in Ophir. Here, she's the boss. Like, I've got a lot of experience, and you don't know anything. Pisses me off. And she seems to forget that she wouldn't have gotten out of Ophir or gone on trips without me. Silly girl.
What do you think of Andrew?
Besides the fact that he still has to fucking square it with Abundance, he isn't too bad. Street smart, and his being a smuggler gives him an edge. But he isn't into me, and I'm not into pining over a guy who doesn't bother to look at me anyway.
What do you think of Scott? You know him well.
Know him well? That's an exaggeration. He doesn't actually say much about himself. Most of the time, he's on his own planet. Before he gets back down to Mars, well, we lose radio communication. He's nice. He regularly checks in to see how I am. He used to bring me gifts when I was young, but he can't help commenting on the chances I take and all. It pisses me off. I like him, but he's not my father, I mean.
Hey there, you the painter?
Yeah, that's me. Got something for me?
Pigment delivery.
You got everything I need, that's all I care about. Kinda surprised, though. Thought we'd seen the last of the deliveries from our little merchant friends, given what happened. Don't know how the hell you did it.
What are you talking about?
Hell, you don't know. Victor had a caravan stopped and every poor bastard in it tortured. Truth is, they ain't just rumors. Our informants never let us down before. You better be careful, Mancer. Really careful. Oh, one last thing. Keep the deliveries coming. And I know you want to know if I'm a painter, and those are really just pigments. Better you don't dig too deep, though. Safer for everyone.
If what she says is true, then there's a good chance that the ASC infiltrated Noctis. I'll have to find out who they are and where they're hiding, so that we can feel safer.
Zach, you know I'll help in any way I can. I'll be damned if we're gonna let the Thought Police settle in Noctis too. They destroy it. Noctis has only survived all these decades by staying hidden from the corporations. This will be the first time that someone tries to go after them for a change.
I'm sorry I'm bringing the battle to your doorstep.
It would have happened sooner or later anyway. Dandolo's just gonna have to prove he's ready to face them too. But he knew this day was coming, so I'm sure he's got resources stored up. Hey, over here. Please, I need to talk to you.
Hey, the mattress back. Hell do you want?
About what?
You don't know me, and I want to keep it that way. But I'll tell you, I'm with the opposition, and I know you're a wanted man too. ASC's hunting you. Heard you're quite the traveler. Keeping that in mind, my cell chief thinks we might be able to scratch each other's backs a little, considering we have the same enemies. He's got a deal for you. He'll be hiding in the back of the Curiosities, waiting for you.
All right. Sure.
Hey, officer. Should I be worried about your visit?
If I was still an officer, maybe. I'm as much on the run as you are now.
Maybe I should start calling you something else then. What's your name?
Zachariah.
A pleasure, Zachariah. How can I help you?
I'm afraid that the ASC managed to infiltrate the city where I'm currently living. Thought that maybe you could help me. You seem to be up to date on what they do.
Victor. Our nemesis. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Victor got his hands on a commercial caravan, tortured its members in order to find out the location of their notorious secret city, the mysterious Noctis. He managed to send some of his men there. So take this with a grain of salt. But now I'm convinced Victor's got both mercenaries and religious dignitaries on ASC payroll there. Watch out, Zachariah.
Thank you, Bulgakov. Hi.
Hello there, Mr. Mancer. Good to see you.
How have you been coping with the ASC's rise to power?
It's not me I'm worried about. You have no idea the number of our people who've been arrested, tortured, killed. But all of Victor's brutality is starting to backfire. The people are getting fed up. They're joining us in droves. Problem is, it's not easy to organize everyone, especially when we don't know who the ASC spies are and aren't. But we still need to get the truth out to the people. It's the reason our publications are so important. It's just one voice of reason, standing up against the relentless lies and propaganda the regime's spreading. It's... I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm just preaching to the choir.
I heard you thought we might be able to help each other.
You heard right. Me and my group publish the real news, so people get to hear what's really going on past the propaganda. Problem is, we're having trouble getting reliable information. As you can imagine, we're being hunted too, which makes it harder to meet up with our informers, a lot of whom are turning up dead. Rumor is the army's reducing its number of troops, but it's just a rumor for now.
I could probably talk to my former captain to verify it. That all you're looking for?
No. We also know that we lost the war to Aurora, but don't have any details about it. Not a single soldier even came back from the front. We want to know what happened. How'd we lose?
Dandolo's probably heard and probably has a better political perspective and understanding of it than anyone else I'd know. That it?
No. One last thing. We heard about a rebellion in a prison camp a while back, but it wasn't the prisoners who rose up, it was the mutants working there. Heard a lot escaped.
And do you want to know details? Sure. For that, I can go right to the source. Mutants have settled down in a place I know. I'll see if I can get some answers for you. I'll be back when I find them.
It would be a big help. Looks like I wasn't wrong in asking you. Be careful out there.
Hey there.
Officer, hello. What can...
wanted to tell that dick he can kiss his colonial dreams goodbye. Holy shit, if I ever deal with him again, it'd be too soon. If he'd just die, even the fucking air in Ophir'd be cleaner for it.
A pleasure as always, Zach Rogue-Mancer.
Looks like your dreams came true. Your men finally found a way into Noctis.
And from what I heard, you went in with a little heavy hand yourself with my men, which isn't really great for our relationship. But it's fine. Live by brutality, die by brutality. Maybe I could be understanding of your methods if you could be a little more tolerant of my needs.
How's that?
I'd really love to send some men back to Noctis. Tell them to stay out of the way. Keep discreet. I don't want control in the city. I just want access to the other corporations. Nothing that would step on your friend's toes. Just some healthy competition. What do you say? Not that I expect you to say yes without a fair price, for your patience and understanding.
It's a deal. On the condition that I don't even know your men are there. Never hear about them.
By the shadow, we have a deal. Look at us, working together like civilized men, without even a scrap of brutality. Here's payment as promised, though seeing as you're in such a good mood. Victor's already set up camp in Noctis, if you need my help.
You think you're telling me something new? Victor's men aren't exactly discreet.
Good for you for learning the ropes, keeping your ear to the ground. About time.
Yeah, guess I'm growing up. A few things I'd still like to find out, though. Like what and how your men managed to learn what they know about the city.
I'm not one to donate information, but it's a funny story, so I'll make an exception. You see, the Prince Merchant is a smart man, but not a wise one. He forgot one important thing. The city thrives on the backs of those who lack loyalties. And mercenaries lack, among many things, loyalty to anything but the serum. Serum that is doled out quite generously by the Colonel in exchange for their undivided attention to his needs. And soon, the Zealots taking refuge in Noctis conferred their loyalties to Victor based on the concocted dreams of a free pass into heaven for their services. A parade of idiocy, from start to finish, one and all trading loyalties for their magic beans of choice. If you're looking to learn what the spies found out for the Colonel, I'm sorry to say I haven't a clue. But I do know I'd pay a tidy price to see the look on Dandolo's face right about now.
Guess we all have our little amusements. Thanks for the info. I gotta go.
Then go.
Holy shit. You come all the way to Noctis and still can't get away from Victor. How the hell did he manage to make it here? I better figure out what the hell's going on and find his spies before it's the end of us.
Where we're gonna spend hours upon hours turning the place upside down to find a mad scientist's secret diary. Fun.
If they're old notes, he may have hidden them before. You know.
Before Mad was added to the front of Scientist?
Whatever. I don't know when all that shit started. I've known him since forever, and he's always been completely whacked.
Opponents of the Assembly are becoming more and more numerous, and more reckless. I heard they become so ballsy that they're planning to blow stuff up.